Yo, what's up, kids? Sinister Gates here. I wanted to talk a little bit about metronome technique. And I think that a lot of people use it kind of one common way, and that's okay. That's what I did for years. And then I started exploring a few other techniques. My father, Papa Gates, he has dozens of these things, and they're all extremely difficult and take the most basic element of your playing that you assume that you have down and make them an absolute fucking nightmare to revisit. So I'm only going to go through a couple, but it really will enhance your groove. You know, when I started kind of working more on like my improvising, and just hanging out and jamming, I felt like my feel was way off. Because in a studio, you get so many do-overs, and then playing on stage with Avenged is the same thing every night. So there's a little bit of exploration there, but not a lot. When you go into an unfamiliar jam, you don't know what to expect most of the time. If it's fun, you don't know what to expect, and you just start jamming with your friends. So there's unique beats, unique tempos that you haven't explored, and the more prepared you are for that, the better. So without having, you know, a built-in drum worker at your house in some room locked up somewhere, you can use a metronome. And so how do you use it differently, you may ask? Well, I have a metronome right here. It's an app called Tempo, T-E-M-P-O. I wasn't very particular when I looked into it, so that's the one that I got. Feel free to use existing ones or search for stuff that inspires you. Anyway, I have it set to 100 BPM right now, and most people hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how about this? So that's how most people would probably approach practicing some of that stuff, or riff writing. But if you think about the same thing, but instead of just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like the kick drum of a drum set, you know, that stomping sort of feeling. Try listening to it or hearing it as a backbeat, like the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a complete different feeling there. Now you have this backbeat in your head. I'm gonna start on 1. Or try that. It's probably a little bit more difficult than it seems. So let's check out technique number 2. This is a fucking pain in the ass. So now, instead of 100 BPM, I now have it at 50 BPM. But we're going to utilize the same principle. So this is great to develop your own internal metronome. I mean, the rest of the stuff does it. High BPM does it too. And if you're struggling, start high and then get low, because the more space you have, the more time you have to fuck this up. So, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try Almost Easy. Starting to lose it there a little bit. One, two, one, two. So anyway, go kill yourselves with that. Don't get frustrated, and don't blame me if you break your phone. Have fun.